Sharks lost to the Maple Leafs tonight, 4-1, despite coming off two very good victories earlier in this week. But yeah, the Sharks didn't play good tonight. James Reimer in net for the Sharks versus Joseph Woll on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, I mean, just a pretty sloppy game. I mean, the Maple Leafs really out the gate were really good. Just 32 seconds into the game, Nylander put the Leafs up 1-0. It was a turnover by the Sharks. And it was a clear path to the net. I mean, I don't blame Reimer for that one totally. In just a minute or so later, Nick Ritchie got a goal on Reimer again. So, yeah, and there was a whistle late. There was a big fight, actually, and it was a 4-on-4 at that point. So, yeah, it was called back. And then finally, Nick Bonino for back-to-back games. He got a goal. So that was good to see. Bonino, maybe he's in some sort of rhythm. That's good to see because he obviously started off the season kind of slow. Yeah, Wayne Simmons tipped in a goal off a shot from Kampf, and that was not even 6 minutes into the game, and the Leafs took a 2-1 lead. Yeah, so yeah, then I mean, really the rest of the game, it was all Maple Leafs from there. Yeah, the Leafs just did pretty good in this one. Sharks didn't really have many opportunities as much as the Leafs did. I mean, Reimer didn't do super well in net either, which is kind of disappointing to see. But yeah, I mean, Adin Hill did get some time in because Reimer had a .765 save percentage when it was all said and done, and then Reimer came in and saved 16 of 16. Yeah, he was 13. Reimer was 13 of 17 on saves. Leafs had a really good one from Woll. He was 34 for 35 on saves. And yeah, I mean, the Leafs are a pretty good team so far this year. They're 15-6-1 after this one. Sharks right around the 500 mark. They're 10-9-1. So, not super good game for the Sharks. And, it sucks because, like I said, we came off two really good games. We're still up there in the standings, of course, still early in the season. We're going to play the Blackhawks in Chicago on Sunday. That'll be our next one. But yeah, anyways, it was only 2-1 at that point. And then the second period had some more action where the Maple Leafs ended up scoring two more and their final two goals in this game. So yeah, Austin Matthews put up the Leafs 3-1 in the second period. And yeah, then momentum just kept coming for the Leafs. It was 4-1 not too long later. Adin Hill came in net, but yeah, the Leafs kind of just made a joke out of the Sharks. Sharks did not play super good. They did hit the post though in the third period, but at that point they were down 3 goals. Just look kind of sluggish. It's weird. They'll have a really good momentum type series or a couple of games, and then they won't play good the following games. They beat the Leafs earlier this year. That was obviously during their really, really good start to the season, but Sharks just need to stay consistent, and that's kind of the reason why they're not as good as they could be. Consistency is a problem with the goalie. I think obviously the goaltending tandem of Reimer and Hill is better than like last year and other past years, but I think it needs to stay more consistent. Reimer, has been really good this season, but today he didn't do super well, so I think he just needs to stay consistent. He's probably also tired. I mean, Adin Hill, he hasn't seen the ice in a couple days. Yeah, I think, the Sharks just need to play well. Big game against the Blackhawks coming up, and I think, that should be pretty interesting. But, the Sharks, they gotta be consistent. That's the main. Consistency is key for them. That was how it was last year. They weren't consistent, and it caused a lot of problems. But the Leafs, yeah, they played good tonight, beat the Sharks. So, season series split 1-1. Can't win them all, but they got to just play better. That's simply what they need to do. And I think, whether it be adjusting the lines or whatever, they did do that a little bit earlier. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming games. Sharks lose 4-1 to the Leafs, move to 10-9-1. Leafs move to 15-6-1. So yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, go Sharks.